The baby elephant suddenly lunged forward, throwing the young woman off the high platform. Luckily, she managed to grab onto the elephant's headscarf. The entire audience froze, barely daring to breathe. As the sound of fabric tearing echoed through the air, she dangled helplessly, swaying midair. Without hesitation, Alex sprinted forward and hurled a thick rope toward her. At that exact moment, the cloth in her hands finally ripped apart. Thanks to the rope cushioning her fall, she avoided being smashed to pieces. But the situation wasn't any better for the elephant. In the chaos, she was left hanging at the edge of the platform, screaming in terror. Her cries reached Nightmare Island, deep inside the park. One of the elephants there suddenly became restless and let out a loud cry in response. Somehow the baby elephant sensed her mother calling. Overwhelmed with emotion, she slipped off the platform. Everyone watched in panic. Just before hitting the ground, the elephant spread her ears wide and lifted herself into the air. The crowd erupted into thunderous cheers and applause, but then unexpectedly, she flew straight out of the performance hall and headed toward Nightmare Island. That was where her mother was being held. After a long separation, mother and child were finally reunited, their trunks wrapped tightly around each other. Expressing years of longing and love, the owner rushed to the scene and ordered his men to drag the elephant away. To prevent the mother from affecting future performances, the heartless owner publicly decided to kill her. Not only that, he announced the circus would be shut down, and all its members expelled from the amusement park. This decision ignited everyone's fury. They gathered together and made a plan. Rescue the mother, reunite the elephant family, and escape this cursed place once and for all. When the next show began, Alex and Mia stayed with the elephant on stage, while the rest of the circus crew sneaked into Nightmare Island to save the mother before it was too late. They released thick smoke, creating the illusion that the animals were escaping, successfully distracting the guards. Taking advantage of the chaos, they drove off with the truck carrying the elephant's mother. Meanwhile, under the ringmaster's cover, Alex climbed onto the circus tent from outside. Inside, Mia continued performing with the elephant. "Please fly," she whispered. "Do it for your mama." The elephant's eyes lit up. She didn't disappoint. She took off smoothly, circling the tent several times. When the moment was right, Mia guided her toward the hole Alex had cut in the roof. Then Mia rushed to the park's control room and pulled the main power switch. The elephant copied her movement, and the entire amusement park plunged into darkness. By the time the owner arrived, Mia was already riding the elephant away. When everyone regrouped, they realized Alex's family hadn't made it out. Without hesitation, the elephant turned back. The three were trapped in the middle of a raging fire. The elephant charged in, spraying water like a fire hose to open an escape path. But in the process, her feathers burned away into ashes. Gently, Mia spoke to her, telling her she didn't need feathers to fly. Believing in herself, the elephant steadied her gaze and took off from the ground. At last, everyone reunited at the dock. The circus returned to the countryside, where the ringmaster made a final decision to release every animal performer back into the wild. The elephant and her mother returned to nature, free at last, soaring together in a world far bigger than before.